Yes, you're right. I wasn't even looking at her chart necessarily to even, like, I didn't think to look at her chart to see how she died in a sense. Like, I was kind of just looking at the death day as a whole. But you're right. When you look at the ruler, well, when you just look at her eighth house in general, Mars can definitely indicate that somebody was like murdered or killed. Uranus can show that, again, this was something random, this was something surprising, this was something shocking. Her death was definitely totally unexpected. And Mars is definitely a planet, just like you said, that could be associated with men, but also violence. And even deeper, you're right. The Jupiter, which is the ruler of the seventh house, is in the, and the ruler of the eighth house is in the seventh house, which could definitely show that her death could be associated with another person, or specifically somebody who has something against her, somebody who's an enemy. But what's also interesting is that Venus, Jupiter is also in a sextile with Venus, which can definitely show that, again, was this something romantic? Was this something sexual? And it would make a lot of sense. Like, I'm not going to lie. If anybody killed her, I definitely do think it was the Kennedy brothers. And again, she was allegedly sleeping with both of them. So that would make a lot of sense. Also, the moon is also conjunct her Jupiter. And the moon is the planet that can be associated with drugs and indulgence and things like that. So it would still, make sense that she died in that type of manner. But also, when you look at Jupiter is also opposing Neptune, which is another planet that can be associated with drugs. But again, like, Neptune is illusion, it's secrets, it's mystery. So you're right. Now that I think about it from this standpoint, they definitely killed that lady. And I'm driving now. I didn't left my house, but something else that I also thought about with you mentioning, like, her ruler was in Saturn's sign. When you think about Saturn is a planet that's associated with leadership, authority, people, and things that have positions of power. So even, again, if she were to have been killed by somebody who was like, i.e. the president, that would make sense as well too.